You know what they say, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start being great. While I was teaching English in South Korea, I used to teach at 3 public schools and classes would average about 20 to 25 students. In the beginning of the school year, I had a chance to know a few of the students that stood out to me. While teaching one of my classes, there was always one student in particular that would always answer all of my questions and be involved in every class. It was actually bad sometimes because I wanted to get the other students involved in the lessons as well. Anyways, after class was over one day, I talked to her and I realized that she could speak English fluently. I was surprised by this because all of the students had various levels of English ability, but none of them could speak as fluently as her. So I asked her how she knew English so well because she was 15 and I thought she lived in a different country because English is taught as a second language in the country. She told me that she was born and raised in Korea and never lived anywhere else. She only studied English by herself at home, and that's how she could speak it so well. I was so impressed by her hard work and I told her to keep it up because she spoke with little to no Korean accent. Later that semester, I had to evaluate my students on a speaking test based on some lessons I taught them and basic conversation in English. Every student had the questions beforehand and they would spend 5 minutes with me talking and I would give them a score out of 100. One of the questions in the test was, what job do you want to have when you grow up? I had many different answers, but one answer in particular shocked me and it was obviously from her. She told me that she wanted to be the first female Secretary General of the United Nations. I was genuinely shocked by this answer because I would have never expected such a response from one of my students. Regardless, I thought to myself, wow, what if one day, 30 or 40 years from now, I'm watching the news or TV and I see the new appointed Secretary General of the United Nations and it's her. What a proud moment that would be knowing that she was one of my students. I guess time will tell. Stay tuned, stay chasing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.